Kia ora guys, my name is Roger and I'm a fourth year psychology student here at the University of Otago. So one of the reasons why I picked psychology is because of the myriad of ways that it affects us on a daily basis, from the way that we remember things that happen to us to the way that our personality develops as a byproduct of what happens to us growing up, to even the way that we talk to people and how we change that based on who it is that we're talking to. These are just some of the things that we look at the Department of Psychology here at the University of Otago, and if this sounds interesting to you, I definitely recommend you check it out.
Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Brent Alsop. I'm from the Psychology Department at the University of Otago. Our department is one of the best in psychology in New Zealand. We have an international reputation for research. We win awards for the standard of our teaching, and we are one of the most popular departments within the University of Otago. So what's psychology about? Basically, it's about the way people behave and why they behave the way that they do. And if you think about it, that's such an incredibly broad question. You can approach it from all sorts of different perspectives. And that's what happens. I have colleagues who are investigating the way children's memory gets shaped and manipulated by events so that we may have some doubts about how reliable they are as witnesses in a court of law. On the other end of the scale, I have a colleague who is studying the way physical changes in the brain seem to be important for how we store memories and what that means for people with diseases such as Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. These variety of areas are reflected in what we do at first year psychology. We want you to have a broad understanding of factors that contribute to the way people behave. We look at the structure of the brain in very general terms, the way the nervous system works, how our senses process information that our brain then turns into cognitions, and the way that this goes on to lead into behavioural relations. We're also interested in things like language, how we learn it, and what we use it for. We're interested in things like the development across the lifespan, how children change in their abilities and capabilities as they move into adulthood. We're interested in the way people interact as part of groups. We're interested in the way people behave when they have things go wrong. And you get an introduction to things like schizophrenia and depression are like and what the long-term prospects for people are with those sorts of disorders. So that's our lecture content. In accompany that, we have a lab program where students get together with a very senior student who will take them through the basic mechanisms of how psychologists go about studying the world. They do experiments on themselves largely and learn about psychological research generally. It's a very enjoyable program. It gets rated very highly by students and it's a lot of fun. So if you're thinking about doing psychology or taking psychology with some other part of your degree, we welcome you to enjoy the experience. Thank you very much.